So we got Kane Rapp here, 305 Kane Rapp, asking about Bill O'Brien's offense. I know that Nick Saban has commented many times, as it's been discussed. Obviously, they had one of the all-time prolific offenses last year in college football history. They lost a lot of personnel. They changed offensive coordinators, go from one guy that got a tremendous track record that picked up one of the major jobs in the country, of course, in Steve Sarkisian, move on to Bill O'Brien, who, despite some people's thoughts about him as a head coach in the NFL, certainly is a bright mind and knows what he's doing. Otherwise, he would not have had the positions that he's had in the past in this current one. But I know that they talk the game that they're not changing things. We're going to do what we do and don't expect any major differences to the offense. So that's been Saban and O'Brien's line to date.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not broken for them, so why fix it, first of all? But they have the biggest, one of the largest and most athletic offensive lines around, so they're going to lean on you when they need to. They got, big, athletic, strong running backs, plural, so they're going to do that. And they also have, the best of the best at wide receiver. So they're going to dial things up to put those guys in situations to win routes. And that can be a screen pass to somebody. They're going to take it, 80 yards. I don't know who their new Jalen Waddle or whomever is going to be. But they can also hit you up over the top, whether it's a Ruggs, whether it's a Judy, whether it's a Grandpa Ridley, whether it's a Devontae Smith, whomever. So, you're going to have those same pieces, it's just different names. Big physical offensive line. I mean, your quarterback is a 5-star. No, he hasn't started yet, but, he has a high caliber. You have physical running backs and a plethora of incredible wide receivers. And then tight ends who are big enough and athletic enough to impact the middle of the field as well. You can be as multiple as you want and do pretty much what you want. And schematically, you're going to just plug somebody else in and figure out what they do well and then dial those things up. So I think, that's the short story long to say it's going to be very similar. You're going to see them spread the field with the wide receivers. You're going to see them spread the field vertically and horizontally in the pass game. And then you're going to see them lean on you because they're bigger and stronger than you at the point of attack until you stop it. And if you bring everybody up to stop it, then that's when we're going to go play, or they're going to go play action and try to hit you over the top. Again, it's not broke for Alabama, so why would you try to fix it? And again, like Mark said, you can say what you want about Bill O'Brien as a head coach. That man dialed up great offense when he was at Penn State. Dialed up great offense when he was coaching at Houston, in the NFL. You know what I mean? So the whole team thing and game management and roster construction, at the NFL level, that didn't really go well. But look at what they did on offense. He's going to do a lot of the same things and has better talent relative to the competition than he did at the NFL level. So, yeah, it's going to look a lot similar. So Miami has a tall task in the opener for sure.
And if anything, it was disappointing for Houston Texans fans that once they got Deshaun Watson, that they didn't take off as expected. And Deshaun Watson on the field, of course, we're talking, has been pretty exceptional. Where Bill O'Brien actually, before Deshaun Watson, took a team that had never won an expansion franchise. I'm going back 20 years, but I still view them as an expansion franchise. But anyway, and took a lot of mediocre play at quarterback, the Matt Schaubs of the world and Tyler Yates, and made playoff appearances. So, but you got to keep winning in the NFL if you're going to keep your job, and things went south.